I'm with Ralph Gilles, President and CEO, SRT Brand and Motorsports. And Ralph, if you will, tell us where you are right now. Are you right in the middle of the celebration?
Absolutely. I'm in Homestead and near Miami, and we're celebrating our Sprint Cup championship. It's exhilarating, incredible feeling tonight.
Roger Penske gave your team quite a compliment by telling ESPN, and I'm quoting here, not one failure all year long in that Dodge engine. So I want to thank Dodge for what they've done for us. You must have a lot of pride for your team at SRT Motorsports and the effort it made throughout the entire season for the quality of service and never giving up.
Yeah, and exactly. That's the deal we made to ourselves and the deal we made with the Penske racing teams, that we wouldn't give up. We'd fight to the bitter end, and our guys doubled down. They really did. We found every last ounce of horsepower we could. We really solved the fuel injection problems that we had at the beginning of the year. So, it all paid off, and I'm really, really proud of our team.
Now, during the race, were you close to the action?
Oh, yes, I was. I was watching it play-by-play in the pit box, and it was nerve-wracking because it started going our way, and then midway through the race, Jimmy got some momentum, was leading the race, and we're a little bit off-cycle on pits, but he had a problem, and it really that was the break we needed.
Okay. Were you on the headset? Were you able to interact in that fashion?
Oh, yeah, I was listening. I wouldn't want to partake in it. I didn't want to mess the rhythm up, but I was listening, and it's nerve-wracking. Everybody's on pins and needles, and we all wanted it to end this way, but didn't want to kind of count our chickens before they hatch, so to speak. But, and the magic, honestly, everybody here, even opposing teams or competitors, have been shaking our hands and patting us on the back. It's almost like the entire place wanted us to win, and they really understand how special this is, and they're going to miss us next year, but they're really proud that if you're going to go out, there's no better way to go out.
Now, have you had a chance to talk to Brad or Roger or both?
Yes, all night. Actually, I just saw Brad a few minutes ago, and Roger's still here, still basking in the glory. Normally, we leave these races pretty quickly to beat the traffic, and he's been here for almost 4 hours now, enjoying it, and just really celebrating. It's a long time coming for both sides, 11-year relationship we've had with Penske Racing. And for Brad, who's been dreaming about this since he was old enough to think about cars, probably 5 years old or so, and for him, it's a dream come true, and his family as well.
Now, you kind of touched on this. I mean, if this was a Hollywood script, I don't know if anybody would buy it, especially with what happened early in February and March with the announcement that this would be the last year for Penske Racing and Dodge being together, and then have it to come to fruition like this today. I mean, you've got to... I would imagine you've been smiling from ear to ear since the end of the race.
Well, yeah, and the whole year was, we started off on a good foot. Even when, this was back in March when we knew what was going to go on at the end of the year. And, Roger, myself, the teams, all of us kind of made a pact that, hey, we're going to give it our all to commemorate this incredible run that we've had. And it's exactly what the team did. If anything, we probably doubled down even more. I mean, everyone dug in. Brad, his father has a great affection for the Dodge brand. It's where he started his career, and his son has took over from him. Has been racing Ram trucks. So there's a lot of lineage there, a lot of kind of personal investment in the Dodge brand. So they really wanted to make this happen for us. It's amazing. The underdog effect was kind of what the romantic story behind all this. Everybody was really wanting to see if we could make this happen. I mean, a couple years ago, I remember when Roger and I sat in North Carolina in front of the media saying, hey, we're going to take two cars are going to take on the whole field. Everyone looked at us. Took us a little while, but we had to kind of figure out the bugs. But this is the result of a lot of hard work from a lot of great men and women.
You mentioned Brad's family. I got to see some of their comments, part of their interview on ESPN, and along with this being such a joyous occasion, probably a little emotional too, because it is such a family affair for the Keselowskis.
It is. They really, there's a romantic thing to this racing. It's hard to explain, or people, from the time that they're children, they put everything they got, every penny they've had in Brad's racing career, and have really been, egging him on. And of course, Roger saw some talent a couple years back and gave him a chance, and Brad has not squandered it at all. If anything, he's really, built some incredible fans. Over the last couple of years, he's become a spokesman for the sport. He's become the new generation of racer for NASCAR, and I think it bodes well for our brand, and it's also, the whole thing about surrounding yourself with great people and you get great results, and that's exactly what happens with the Keselowski family.
Are there any plans in the works to bring Brad and Roger to Auburn Hills to meet and greet all their fans there?
Absolutely. Matter of fact, Roger himself said somehow we're going to get that trophy to the Tech Center as soon as possible and let all of our fans, we know there's a lot of fans at Auburn Hills and are various plants throughout the country that have been really watching this thing very closely for the last few years, especially the last couple months and weeks. So yeah, we will bring the trophy back, the Sprint Cup trophy. You don't get these very often, so we'll celebrate it with our home base. This whole way that the series ended up, to me, is indicative of the Dodge spirit. You know, it's never count us out. You know, we have a very scrappy team, a very I would say a dedicated team that, you know, never gives up and wants to put their best foot forward. So I couldn't be prouder, and I speak on behalf of the entire Dodge Motorsport team. Hats off to everybody involved.